Go Julie, go Julie. I love how they're really just like owning their femininity in this one. They're almost each so unique that it's so hard to even compare them to one another. Hello Claire Bears, it's Elsie. Welcome to my channel. If you are new and if you're returning, welcome back. I am quite excited to be continuing on my Kiss of Life journey, which I am really enjoying so far. They feel like such a breath of fresh air to me. So I asked y'all what you wanted to see next, whether it was Sticky or if I should continue in order, and that would mean Born to be XX next. And your choice was clear. You wanted to see Born to be XX. So I am really going to deep dive into this album in two separate parts. I'm going to get into some live performances, some dance practice videos, some lyric videos. I'm really going to savor this album. So for part one of this video, we're going to return to Bad News and Nobody Knows, which I checked out in my first time reacting to Kiss of Life video. I'm also going to check out my 808. And then part two, we're going to check out TTG all the way to the English version of Bad News. And I apologize that I'm not going to have part two available right away. I only have time to record today part one because I am headed to a cottage where there is no Wi-Fi or cell reception. And then by the time that I get back, Stray Kids is going to have their comeback, and they are one of the first groups that I ever covered on my channel. So I'm going to take a quick pause and react to their comeback, and then I'm going to bring it back to part two of this video. So I promise it'll be not the next video, but the video after next that I upload on this channel. So all right, without further ado, let's get to the video. But before we do, please don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel. For today's beverage of the day, I have some iced tea going. Well, this is hot tea, but it's strawberry kiwi Capri from David's Tea. And I have my glass of ice here, and I'll use my steeping contraption, which I'm obsessed with. I've had this for years, and I'm still entertained by it every time. Whee! Give it a little shakeroo, and let's take a sip. Wow, that is quite weak. But that's my own fault. I didn't steep this for very long. Alrighty, friends, let's get to track number one on Born to be XX, which is Bad News. And we're going to start off with the live performance first, the band live concert from It's Live. I'm particularly excited for this one because of some of the notes in Bad News, specifically the like, we got the moves. I can't even hit that note, and you're welcome for not really trying to. I'm just so curious to see how this sounds live, and I've yet to see a live performance other than just some clips from the guide that I watched. So let's do it. Excited for my first full-length performance from Kiss of Life. I like how they just arrive and it's already chaotic. I like that they almost saying that.
Born to be XX로 돌아왔는데요. 네, 오늘 저희가 또 준비한 곡 있죠? 저희 타이틀곡 Bad News를 준비했는데요. 이 락킹한 밴드 세션 사운드와
Am I ready to enjoy? Heck yeah!
네. 이츠라이브의 두 번째 나오는 건데 이번 밴뉴스로 또 찢어보도록 하겠습니다. Go! Let's go! Let's go!
I love them. They're ready. For a second, I was like, is this part of the song? Oh, oh. Go Julie. Oh, I'm gonna have a hard time not singing along. She made that sound so effortless. I like the drums. I just realized my hair kind of matches with Julie's. And just their presence. Appreciate that about them. It's almost like baby choreography. They're probably just so used to doing it that they don't even think about it. Oh, go Julie, go Julie. Oh my goodness. That was incredible. No, I'm not ready for that to be over. That was way too fast.
What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, I love Belle. Just what are you doing? But yeah, I just really appreciate how each of their voices and their presences feel really unique, because that's always the most difficult part of getting into a new group for me, is just distinguishing between the members, and I have 0.00 trouble with distinguishing between the four of them, and even just like remembering their names too, and not just because three of them are in English or English sounding. They just feel like four distinct personalities and people and voices, of course, each bringing their own like charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, and they just seemed so effortless in their performance, especially Belle and Hanul at the end. Like, that was redonkulous. It makes me think of NMIXX's stage practices, and I feel like that Kiss of Life could do that because their vocals are just so stable and excellent that I'd actually really love to see something like that, of them doing a dance practice with them singing the live vocals. If you haven't seen some of NMIXX's stage practices, if you haven't, you should. But yeah, that was so great. I did not want that to end. Definitely going to come back and watch this one again and again. And then Murad0325 had said, will you include the dance practices of Nobody Knows and Bad News in the album reaction? Well, I've got good news for you. I am going to react to the dance practice for Bad News next. So let's watch our first ever Kiss of Life dance practice for Bad News. Oh my gosh, Belle's hair just like pops so much. I can see the girls hiding back there. But that is kind of cool how they just kind of appear. And the backup dancers are cool. It feels like one entity dancing with them. Ooh, that's cool. Feels like a boxing ring. They feel so far away. They're apart. The dancers feel like they're hype people. Ooh, that strut. I feel like there's so much pulling my eye. It's like hard to know where to rest my eyes. This choreography feels so creative. Ooh, fuck it up, Julie. That punch, like, we got the move. See, like, this song could be 10 minutes long. This dance practice could have been 10 minutes long, and I would have been more than okay with that. I'm just imagining them, though, after just 10 minutes straight of them doing this, and they're just like... But something really impressive about this as well is just like the sheer number of dancers and the fact that they did this all in one take, because, you know, if just one person makes one little boo-boo, like, you gotta start over. So this was super fun, and it makes me just like want to hang out with them so bad, because it just seems like they know how to have a good time. But now we're gonna revisit title track numero 2 with Nobody Knows, where once again we're gonna check out a live performance here and then the dance practice. So this live performance of Nobody Knows is from an account called Huh. That's how I read it in my head when I see HUP. I just hear huh. So I don't think I've watched a video from this account before. So this will be my first HUP video too. But looks like we're going to get a very intimate performance of Nobody Knows here, which I guess makes sense because the vibe of this song is a little bit more like subdued, but we're still getting choreo for it. So again, interested to see how that choreo goes. But let's get to this live performance here.
Second track.
Oh, we've got captions. I love her smile. I feel like Hanul has like an incredibly underrated voice. I know that we'll talk about Belle's voice a lot, but I feel like hers too is just amazing. I mean, realistically, all four of them. And Julie's voice is just so delicate. And Natty's always sounds so like sultry. Ooh, I really like the XX on her nails. I don't know how they did crack up. That bubblegum pink on her looks so nice. See, it just feels like it comes out of them so naturally, you know? I'm actually obsessed with their nails. I feel like nails are such a female gaze thing, but I love them. Like, how does that just come out of her? I don't understand. Like, where does it come from? Yeah, and it's just like, it's so interesting to hear how different all of their voices are, but that they still complement each other so nicely. And I have to come back to the nails thing, because I was talking about this the other day with my husband and some of his friends, where they're like complaining about their wives' nails and stuff, and they're like, I don't know why women will do this, because it's like, it's so impractical. It's like, it's not for you. They're just pretty, and I like to look at them, and I like to look at other girls' nails, and I like to compliment them on their nails. I don't know what's so hard to understand about that. But anyways, that's my mini rant about nails for today. And I love the girl group thing, where they will all have different outfits that looked distinctly like each member, but that will still go together, because you know, they've got flats on that are black and white, and they've got heels on that are black and white. And when I was a little girl, whether it was like Spice Girls or any other girl group, I would always look at different pictures. I would look at the outfits, and I would try to pick out like which one I wanted to wear most. Every single time it was, which one would I wear? And in this case, I think it's Natty's outfit. But yeah, it's clear that they are just absolute vocal queens, and I would love to hear an Ariana Grande cover of this song. But yeah, super curious now to see what the choreography is like for Nobody Knows, because of just how chill of a vibe it is. And definitely don't get it twisted. I feel like sometimes you could think, oh, because it's a slower song, easier choreography. Not necessarily. Sometimes the slowest choreography can be the most difficult, because of, you know, the like body control that is required. See Move by Taemin as an example. But all right, let's check it out.
Second track.
They really like to hide in their choreography at the beginning, don't they?
Tonight let's start a masquerade. I'm coming over, but nobody knows my little secret. 모든 걸 보여주기엔 좀 이르잖니. I got to never talk, never tell. When you feel it, come and get it. 감당해, but you're so there, it's alright. Yeah, I could be there for you. Yeah, I can be there.
See, it's like very up and off of their feet almost, like very light in their step in this choreography. Okay, I feel like I brushed over that. Oh my god, I just noticed. Oh, the most oh, clearly that struck a chord with people. That just like ass pop. But okay, we've got to watch it again. My goodness. Yeah, they're really just like dripping with charisma, aren't they? 뒤에 숨긴 나의 villain 같은 vibe 굳이 쓸데없는 얘긴 잘은 않는 type For real Huh? For real And later on the night you dive it I 홀로 서 Yeah, it's very fluid, this choreography. 두렵지 않아 babe When you feel it come and get it 이끌리진 너도 모르게 right And my favorite choreography, in addition to kind of like acting out the lyrics and being creative with that is also just fun formations, playing with levels, you know, going on the ground, coming up. Obviously, it's more difficult that way to have so much movement and change in movement, but it still just feels like the most fun to watch when it's so dynamic. Oh, oh. I love how they're really just like owning their femininity in this one. Lots of hips and booty action. And I don't find myself only looking at one person. Like I found my eye being equally drawn from one member to another, which is always something I like to look out for in a dance practice is there one person who's really just drawing me in. And I wouldn't say I really have a preference for one or the other, because sometimes you can't control if someone just like has a chokehold over you, and if someone's gonna like be in their era, then amazing for them. But I also love when choreography will really emphasize members equally and that it feels really cohesive, so you find your eyes kind of jumping from one member to another, but it still feels like, you know, despite each person feeling so distinct, that they are cohesive and have that cohesion as a group together, which I feel like is really hard to do. It's really hard for members to feel like they have those distinct personalities about them but still feel like one solid unit. That's why, you know, like a group like BTS I've absolutely loved so much, because it feels like each member feels like such a distinct personality, voice, role that they play in the group. But as a group, it's just like so explosive together. So again, that's really one of my favorite things about Kiss of Life so far, which, you know, is all the more funny when you think about them coming from 4 different companies. Let's get into our first B-side of the album and last song of this part, which is My 808. It's hard for me to imagine that there aren't going to be some 808s in this. So is this going to be kind of like a intense, either like electronic or hip hop type of song? But I always like to look up the credits for the songs to see if any members participated in the writing of it, and it looks like Belle and Natty participated in the lyrics. I feel like probably going to see a lot of Belle's name popping up with her songwriting prowess. But yeah, let's watch a lyric video to see what the lyrics are to the song, and then we'll check out a live performance afterwards. So let's go. Ooh, it's like a party song. Turn up with Kiss of Life. Ole, ole. Go Hano. And I like the freckles and her nails, of course. This is a fun one. Looking at my 808. I feel like that's a euphemism. See, don't you want to just like shake your booty to the song with your gal pals? Your body is like a squeezed lemonade, a tightly squeezed lemonade. Oh, there's no soul just under my feet. Both hands on your 808. Thank you, Belle. I appreciate that. Yeah, this was fun. 808 is kind of clever here to be using because, you know, it's kind of like a drum machine, the bass line of a song. So it's driving that rhythm. But if you turn an 8 sideways, it looks like butt cheeks. So like just feel the bass, both hands on my 808. I'm just picturing the choreography, just them having both hands on their butt and just like twerking away. But I guess I could find out what the choreography is because they did a performance of this song for their Kiss of Life fan con, which they only uploaded a month ago. So I'm reacting to this at the right time. I'm curious if there had been choreography for this before and they had performed it in concert, or if this was a first for folks that only a month ago they saw that this song had choreography. If that's the case, it seems like maybe I'm not discovering it that much after the rest of you did. Either way, let's watch to see what we have in store. Oh, this is cool, like the lyrics behind them. It's kind of like dance practice-y almost. Oh gosh, I just noticed their shoes. Those must be hard to dance in. They're probably heavy. These are the things I notice when the smallest things I will fixate on, so. Oh! Julie! That's my favorite, the booty shaking point. I like that there's a theme in their choreography where it seems like they'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, they'll each do something different in that sequence. Oh! See, I like that with the choreography of this, that it wasn't just them like shaking their booty the whole time. It was just like little tastes of the booty shake. And again, just like with Nobody Knows, I didn't really find myself following one member in particular. And I keep changing my mind about who my bias is. Maybe this just means that I don't have one. Maybe I'm OT4 biased. Because there's just different things I appreciate about each member, and I can't say yet that it's like, oh, I'm drawn to this one thing about them more than I am the others. Because again, like they're just, sorry, I almost just dropped my ring on the floor. They're almost just like each so unique that it's so hard to even compare them to one another. So yeah, I'm just so enjoying this Kiss of Life journey that I'm on so far. And in a way, I'm kind of appreciative that this forced break that I'm going to have to take between part 1 and part 2. But I will be back with part 2 next week, I promise, starting with TTG and then going all the way to the English version of Bad News. Again, I'm going to be covering the Stray Kids Comeback first because they're one of my OG groups that I was covering on my channel. And then after that very short break, I will be back. So when I do have part 2 posted, I will make sure to put that on the screen here. But in the meantime, make sure that you're subscribed so that you know when I post part 2. And until then, hope you're doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.